And you know, we're showing a lot of the characteristics you need to win tournaments. It's not just about playing well. You've got to show resilience, you've got to have courage, you've got to handle all of the noise that goes around the beginning of the tournament, for example. And now it's about how far you can go, and you know, there becomes a shift in the energy and a change in the belief of what's possible.
2 more games, 2 more wins. It really is as simple as that, Gary, isn't it?
It is. I mean, it's an unbelievable position for us to be in. We haven't been at absolute sparkling best, but a lot of the countries that are in the semi-finals, apart from probably Spain, are in a similar position, and the confidence is growing, and we've got a good group of players in the sense that they know how to get to this stage of a competition. They got to the final last time, obviously, in England. So happy for Saka. His smile just radiates joy, and obviously what he went through 4 years ago was something difficult, and I've seen many players go through it and not return from it. They're not with the same confidence, but he's a brilliant player.
Gabriel asked him whether or not every player enjoys penalties. I'm sure he enjoys them a lot more now after that penalty shootout.
It's the best feeling when it's over and you've scored and you're through, but I have to echo what Gary said there. You know, even though his interviews, he's trying to tell the audience a lesson of, like, might not go right for you, but you step up, you come back, I have the confidence, I have the belief. You know, he just epitomises he's just incredible. He smiles, he's happy, he's courageous. You're just buzzing for him.
So one person that will be feeling really down in the dumps is Manuel Akanji, who took the first penalty for Switzerland, and obviously a big save for Jordan Pickford. And then everything fell into place for England after that. Yeah,
devastating for Akanji personally. But again, when we seen the penalty, he looks nervous. His frame of his body, his narrow run-up, he's telegraphed where he's taking it. But a great save, you're going to see in some of the images there. Jordan Pickford's obviously aware of where each player goes and the strategy he should take. But again, it's a great save. I mean,
the Akanji run-up is similar to this type of run-up, almost like a sort of a confidence to it, but Akanji's not taking penalties every single. Brilliant. I love the way in which he takes penalties, and this was a big moment, a massive moment.
Wraps it, doesn't it?
I was pleased for him, because even in his interview, when he said it's a massive moment for the country, for the team, it's a massive moment for him as an individual to score a winning penalty in a knockout of a tournament. So pleased for him.
He's had a tough England career, just generally, you know, just trying to establish himself in the position that obviously he plays for his club, trying to then establish himself as a midfield player. And he may have thought that he might not have got many more minutes at all in this tournament. So for him to be in this position tonight is a brilliant moment for him.
They did it all without Harry Kane as well. And there's something in that too, because of the reliance on Harry Kane and the reluctance as well, I think, for him to be subbed off. But Gareth Southgate eventually did make some brave decisions tonight.
Well, when you go a goal down, he immediately responded, brought 3 subs on, and then that gave us the impetus. And I actually thought we would have won it in 90 minutes. We got the goal back. I thought we could have gone on, but we kind of went back to England, retreated back, and we were a bit like frustrated with that. We had them on the ropes, go for it. But look, we got there in the end, and the substitutes obviously were a massive impact. And in the penalties, I think was it Bukayo, someone said that our players take penalties in the Premier League week in, week out. So it's repetitive. They're used to it. They're used to the pressure.
There's a couple of differences. I mean, I think there's a lot of the sort of traits of this England team in this tournament where you say we sit back too deep. Why do we do that? And then obviously when we actually concede a goal, we then go for it. And then as soon as we score a goal, we sit back again deep. That's what we used to do. But the big difference is that this team are getting over the line. The better penalty takers, the better prepared. They've got a strategy that you can see, not just actually the penalty takers, but the goalkeeper. And like you say, all that matters at this stage in the competition is getting over the line. I wish they were playing better, because I think they can. I thought today they were better balanced, though. They were a lot better in the shape.
Penalties obviously take a fair bit of prep, and especially if you are Jordan Pickford.
Yeah, obviously, to memorise every penalty taker or potential penalty taker would take a lot. But you can see, again, they spoke about the prep of the players that are taking them. But for him here, he's recognised that where players dived, the delayed approach that he must take. And I think it's Akanji's one he says, dive to your left. So, again, they don't always work, but they've obviously worked enough today for us to go through to the semi-final.
It's worked in the past for him as well, hasn't it? We've seen it before. We've seen him before in competitions like this. We've seen him right in his water bottle. It's obviously a tried and tested method for him. And we should give him his flowers, because more often than not, Jordan Pickford comes up trumps.
It's amazing, really, and so simple. And I don't know if actually, when I look back at all the penalty shootouts that I lost in, that our goalkeeper was given that level of information about the penalties that have been taken, but it's... What, you know what I mean? It was something that's...
There probably wasn't footage when you was playing.
1943.
Oh my my goodness. OK, we're going to try and dig some of that out. But while we're giving out flowers, we're also going to give them out to Bukayo Saka. So do stay with us because he had a man-of-the-match performance. And Gareth Southgate, absolutely delighted with his team. But also for Bukayo Saka, at the last Euros in the final, he missed that penalty and it was a horrible moment for those.
There's no question about that, putting midfield in that experiment that didn't quite work because the team weren't cohesive. I think he'd have been fine in the way they're playing now. But to step up, come on as sub late on, to step up, to have the penalty to win the game. He's only been on the pitch for 6 minutes. The guy's a technician. He's a wonderful footballer.
Well, it just shows his mentality as well. You know, when you're not used, going a midfield role, I think it was difficult because in the earlier games, England were playing a little bit deeper, which wouldn't suit him. In this system, he would have been perfect. Obviously, Saka played on the right. Trippier played on the left-hand side, but to have that courage in the moment, to step up for your country, I mean, yeah, he just shows the character of the player.
Yeah. Tell you what, do you fancy a look at the penalties?
Of course we do.
It's not often we get the chance to enjoy them, is it? Cole Palmer, I mean, he's called Ice Cole Palmer for a reason.
Right, he's missed goals in his local area. He's just ice cool.
Yeah. Pickford's moment there, Kanji, not the best penalty, obviously, but never is if the keeper goes the right way and you don't knock it right in the corner.
Great save.
Bellingham, never in doubt, was it?
No, well, no. Great.
Yeah.
After missing
Stuart
the
Pearce
last
moment
Euros,
in many ways,
that
wasn't
redemption and the cojones to go up there and take that is phenomenal for one so young.
Shakiru's, that's a great pass. Get in. Have it.
No.
And I'm happy for Gareth as well. We're happy with the guy. We talked about before the game about the human side of things.
Doing this, but you have to give him credit. He's calm under these situations. He doesn't panic. He does it in his own time and when he wants. And people outside might look at it and go, you know what? He should do this.